Hi guys, it's Fish, and I'm still dealing with my being Shanghai situation, and I'm still not going to talk about it, just to say that I'm risking my life every day, except for right now, because I got a little vacation, still drinking wine, but not every day. This is the same glass of wine from like 3 days ago. So don't worry. But I kind of wanted to talk about law of attraction, and not in a really like woo, like new agey situation. Just from that viewpoint. I want to talk about it like kind of in a way to focus your mind, to get to achieve the things that you need to achieve, to affect change in your life. Now, it's like, people don't take it seriously. I mean, how can you take it seriously? It's like, if you visualize something, you just expect it to happen, or that's like the magical, explanation for it, like with all these new age wooers. That's a new term I learned. Woo, like WOO, for people that are like just kind of like not connected to reality. But there is something to be said about setting a goal and taking the actions that need to happen to make it happen. Now, sometimes the actions that you need to take are terribly unpleasant, and that I think that's something that they don't really go into in like The Secret or the Law of Attraction, that to get what you want, sometimes there are just like really unpleasant steps that have to happen, that to get what you want to be where you need to be. Right now, what I'm going through, I don't really want to talk about it, and I don't know why I don't want to talk about it, other than, there is like, it's not necessarily a stigma, but, if you tell someone something about yourself, and it happens to be this, then they're going to attach some kind of label to that, and I don't necessarily want to do that at this point, just because I see it as a means to an end, to getting what I want, and I saw this as a way, not necessarily as an easy way, but as an effective way to get what I needed. Which I also don't really want to talk about, but there are things that I want and need in my life, and to be honest, I have read The Secret. I have it in my car, and I read The Secret alongside my David Icke book, which I don't really come out and tell people about, just like on a personal basis. Like it's like, I have David Icke in my car. I've got David Icke's book in my car, along with The Secret, and I took the, what do you call it, the cover off. So, like, people, like, when they look at it, they don't necessarily know it's The Secret. Because it's, like, an embarrassing book to own. So I don't tell people that I own that book. And I keep David Icke in the trunk. I keep David Icke in the trunk of my car. Because I don't like to tell people that, that I read David Icke. But I think there are just some really basic, common sense things about it, that if you apply it to your life, then you can affect change. But, still, the process that I'm experiencing right now is not pleasant. It is not pleasant at all. But I have a feeling if I just write it out, like submit to it, that eventually, like in maybe 6 months, that I'm going to see real change in my life. I don't necessarily like living in this apartment, and I want to leave this apartment. And what I'm doing now, hopefully it'll start paying off shortly. And then, I can get to where I want to be, and develop the relationships that I want to develop. But it doesn't happen overnight, and it takes effort. There's a song that keeps entering my, space, in my ears, it keeps hitting my ears for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe it's synchronicity, but it's, you can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try. This keeps popping up. If I'm doing a search on the radio, you can get it if you really want, but you must try. And that's really what's happening in my life right now, because it's like things are easy, and then I hit an obstacle, and then it's totally fucked up, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is horrible. But then it's like navigating through the horribleness, and then it's like, okay, that's over. So, and then it's like, okay, this is easy, and then, oh fuck, are you serious? I gotta do that. So this is what's happening. It's easy, and then fucking motherfuck. And then I get past the fucking motherfuck, and then it's like, oh, okay, this is easy, then fuck. Are you serious? And it just keeps going. So there are things that I'm doing, but, I'm looking down the road 2 years. 2 years from now, I hope to be in a completely different place. I hope that, things are better. I'm hoping that things are going to be better, and I'm taking the steps now, as distasteful and horrible as they are. I'm hoping that it will pay off. This whole experience, and I don't even want to go into it, but this whole experience of what I'm doing, it's going to take me someplace that I have wanted to be for a while. And it's just now that I'm getting focused. So I guess my message today is, use the law of attraction. I mean, seriously, visualize what you want to do, what you want to have, and then, sometimes the shit that you have to do to get to that point is not pleasant, but just, keep going. And that's what I'm doing. And, I think this process may age me. I mean, I feel it already. It's like I'm feeling it in